Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name CeeChronicles on all my social media platforms. So you can check me out on TikTok and on Instagram as well. Now, if you're new here, what we do on this channel is I post 4 to 5 times a week, fragrance related content. And by that, I mean fragrance reviews mostly. So if that sounds like something that interests you guys, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. To those who are returning, thank you so much guys for the continued support. Now, welcome to a fragrance review video. This is by popular demand, guys. You have been asking for this fragrance and I had to oblige. I'm so sorry for the delay. I just couldn't get a supplier near me with this fragrance. This is a Lattafa's Badee Al Oud Sublime. It comes in a traditional Badee Al Oud box. I think we are familiar with this by now, and it sits in there. Let me just tuck it so that it doesn't fall off as I show you. That's how it sits. And what Lattafa has gone on to do with this one is they have added the notes. Let me show you the little note envelope that they've gone on to throw in here as a good pleasant surprise right there, because it makes it very easy to know what the fragrance is all about as opposed to guessing and all that. So this is a little envelope, and I'm going to take out the note pamphlet from there. It's a little card and the notes are written in there, right? So the bottle, if I didn't show you, looks like this, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this bottle by now. The top is going to have lychee, rose and apple, and then the heart is going to have jasmine and plum, and then the base of this fragrance is going to have moss, some vanilla and patchouli. Let's give it a quick spray on this tester paper and I'll show you how the atomizer sprays, and then we'll get into it. So Badee Al Oud Sublime by Lattafa's atomizer is like that. So guys, what I get offset is a sweet fruit bomb of a fragrance, a carefree summer scent. It has that mouth-watering tropical lychee there. It also has like a sugary plum, adding to that sweetness, guys. And remember, I did say it does have vanilla as well. It then also has like a juicy apple coming to the surface there, but very fruity. Do expect a syrupy kind of opening, and this is going to hold on from start to finish. The differences there are just the fact that it starts to get less sweeter and less sweeter, but it's going to keep its fruity feel. The rose and the jasmine, I cannot extract. They seem to just be muffled in that sweetness of those fruits and the sweetness of the vanilla, in that syrupy sweetness of everything that is going on, you know, with this fragrance. Our mark, this fragrance then takes like a dusty kind of turn where it becomes a little less sweet and more earthy. So I think it is maybe the inclusion of the patchouli that comes in the mix here, because in that hour mark you start to get a little bit of a woody edge there, not taking away the fruitiness, but just like a little touch of woodiness there, maybe somewhat Lattafa trying to make this one masculine friendly. So it does start to take like a dusty kind of woody feel with it, but we don't lose that fruity feel to it. So because it's more on the linear side where it's fruits and more fruits, juice and more juice, what I'm going to do with this one, guys, is let me just tell you the cons. The cons for or of this fragrance to me are it's not innovative enough. For what it is, I was expecting more. It just shouldn't have been in this. Should have been in any other bottle. I know Lattafa is big on presentation. I know Lattafa is big on whatever, you know, they go big or go home. But it just is a juvenile scent, you know, to go this far and package it in this. It doesn't seem like Lattafa is bothered, you know, by certain lines. Like they don't have like a consistency with lines, and by that I mean from Badee Al Oud, guys, the first fragrance was Oud for Glory, and that is majestic, you know, followed by Badee Al Oud Amethyst. That is just beautiful. You know, we are talking gorgeous fragrances right there. We are talking boss fragrances right there. And then they give us a contrast of this. Sublime is not bad. It's just, I'm saying it's quite misleading, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people went and they grabbed this one because it was coming from the Badee Al Oud line. I was one of those people. I'm just thinking, okay, I can't trust Lattafa's lines, you know, anymore. And in my defense, I'm gonna say it was the same Lattafa, you know, that gave us the oud moods, and you could tell that that line, you know, was representing something from start to finish. They gave us the Anna Abiad line, and you know that that line didn't stray. It held its own from start to finish. And this is a line that I thought they just wouldn't mess with, you know, to give us this. But then again, it is what it is. I was thinking, oh, this is probably going to be an, you know, a Tiziana Terenzi, maybe Oza dupe. Okay. It feels as though if they had just done a little bit of some work here and added like a caramel there and maybe a coconut, you know, what is in Oza, this would have given this fragrance a befitting status, you know, to be packaged in their same line as this. Okay. But what I get from this is a Kayali Eden Juicy Apple dupe. And what's confusing is all this work for Eden Juicy Apple. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It just could be me. But I do have Eden Juicy Apple, and I have tested these ones side by side. And I must say that is the one thing that is a bit disappointing to me. Eden Juicy Apple by Kayali on its own, to me, is not outstanding enough. It's not outstanding enough to want to dupe. The fragrance itself is not bad, but it's often likened to the Bath and Body Works. So for Lattafa to then take that same juice or something that feels like that and put it in this, it's like a doll. Talking of the pros, it's going to be a fragrance that is easy to like, easy to gift, but it screams very young. So I personally wouldn't gift this, say, to my mother, but I could gift this to, I could use it myself, or I could gift it to my daughter. It really does scream young at heart. It also does scream summer. And for those who may want to know whether it's similar to the other one, which one is that? Is it Sakina? I don't want to say it because every time I say it, I mix those bottles up. I'm going to put the bottle on the side. Okay. This doesn't have the sophistication of that one. It doesn't have the sophistication of Sakina to my nose. You know, if they had packaged maybe Sakina in this, it would have made more sense. Or they're trying to stay away from the fragrances that are going to be similar to this packaging. I don't know, you know, if the rumors that are going about are true. I don't know. Would a man wear this? Well, as long as you like your sweet scents, because even as it takes that woodsy kind of turn, it still keeps, you know, that syrupy sweetness with it, though of course, you know, kind of toning down. The advantage, you know, with this one as opposed to Eden Juicy Apple is going to be the longevity. I haven't had this fragrance for more than a week. I would just say I haven't, by the time of posting this fragrance, I would say I would have had it maybe for 10 days. But even with it being, you know, shaken about and stuff in the mail and all, it still is a long-lasting fragrance. You can literally just start using it as is, and it's still strong in its initial, you know, arrival. So it's probably even going to get better. So I'm going to just give it, you know, that thumbs up there for maybe the longevity if you like this kind of scent profile, because Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple itself doesn't last, you know, a long while. And I do have it here because I've been testing these fragrances side by side just to make sure, guys. And yes, I can say this and this is similar. It smells very, very similar. If it changes and takes a different direction as it macerates, I will tell you. But for now, I'm going to say that is what I'm getting. Let me know in the comment section if you already have this fragrance, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your initial thoughts were. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Turn on post notifications, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and especially share this video. It helps, guys. It helps with the algorithm as well. And have you subscribed? If not, please do consider joining this family, guys, by subscribing. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.